about time we get started, yeah? And I like to work. This is the name of our trade. As you see all the plants here, all the medicinal plants. It's not something we believe in. It's part of us. And being part of me, I cannot give you my leg or my hand, because it's part of me. The sun, the moon, the stars. When we grew up, that's Hawaiian kids. No road, no car, no nothing, period. Aliki hola e kalamai. Now I'm stuck in one place. Can you hear me now? Okay. See, to understand is to appreciate. Makamana leo Hawaii, because the plants is all in Hawaiian names. And we're named for a purpose, for the mana, spiritual meaning. And Kavika and I were raised as Hawaiian kids growing up. No road, no nothing. And in the 6th grade, they kicked me out of school. Tell you, that was the happiest day of my life. You know why? I go to school. They teach you another man's culture. And when you go home, it doesn't apply to your lifestyle. I grew up with my grandparents, 5 of them. My grandmother, her 2 brothers, 2 sisters. 2 of us, my sister and I. My great-grandfather and my grandfather were 2 missionaries. They served in Gilbert Island for 14 years before they came back home. And their land was all gone. Funny thing though, our learning kind of ancient. To be a kahuna la'au, you must know the gods, or where the mana is coming from. Our kupunas, they divide the heavens and the earth, all into kaunas, 4. We say kumulani, that's the heavens. Kumuhunua, kumulipo, kumupa. Now we have 4 heavens. Kalani uli, kalani lewa, kalani ha'a, kalani kau. We get 4 lights. Here we have the sun, the moon, the stars, the hekiri. See, this is all mana, all energies which they tap on. We have the 4 horizons, which they call napaliku. In order for you to navigate, we have the stars, heluna, kapuali, ukalani. This they plant into you, so you know where you are at all times. Then we have the moon phase. We move by the moon phase. Now only everybody sit, don't move, means nothing. To do medicine, all by the moon phase. Kahuna la'au lapa'au, all by the moon phase. What moon phase you were born? 3. We call that the Nala'aus, which is the number 18, 19, 20. Day of the month, which is Nala'au, la'au kukahi, la'au kukolu, la'au kupau. Otherwise, you're not kahuna la'au lapa'au. All of us here, we want to be kahuna la'au lapa'au, but through the learning, wow. And as they teach you piece by piece, section by section, so you know where you at all times. And you know what's happening around you, how the world generates, how man generates. Man has 4 parts. Ka iwi, ka i'o, ka olona, ka koko, bone, flesh, sinew, blood. What makes him generate is you, a kahuna. aho, the bread. He comes to life. What motivates him? Food. It all comes down. All these things you have to remember. It's in you. It's not something you dream of. It's part of you. And whatever you do with a patient, you treat the patient as if you're treating yourself. What motivates the man? Now we have a body. Oh, make me feel like Frankenstein now. Body. And his mental status. And his spirit. Okay, you kahuna, you know all this. How he motivates? Food, drink. Okay, we got them all together. We get this little devil they call a human being all together. 75% of his sickness, his stomach. What you put in your mouth can kill you or can heal you. And there's no sickness under heaven, no disease, no sickness under heaven that God cannot heal. No sickness. The impossible I can do. And I did it so many times over. Broken bone within 6 hours, they go to school next day. My granddaughter falls from the truck. Ambulance come pick her up. No, I wait for Grandpa come home. 6 hours, walk to school. A man jump off the cliff, fall on a rock. Same thing, you look bad shape. But this, I bring him up to my level. In order to heal a patient, he no more faith, forget it. So what you do, bring them up to your level, slowly. No tell them, oh, you're too far gone. Yeah. No better you die cheaper. Eh? Sometimes I like to say that, you look too far gone. Eh? You cannot move, you're all paralyzed, you're all swollen. What are you going to do? Send him to the doctor. He get 5 doctors. No, Uncle Harry, you handle this. So what do you do as kahuna lao lapao? Where's your mana? I cannot heal you. I'm not no God. Only God can heal you. So now you better regenerate if you like live. Oh yes, only believe. That's all I ask. The stone came, roll, come, live among us. We never see, we never hear. Until they hang him on a tree, then we know, oh yeah, he's for real. By the time too late. We are here today to teach you how to take care of yourself. No cost you 1 penny. How to regenerate, cool it. Don't push it, you push yourself right out of this world. Like my kupunas, my grandfather died at 103, my dad is 94. My mom is 85, still living, still scolding me, and still calling me a boy. I say, why? He say, when you grow up, so I'm still growing at 67 years old. So it makes me feel good, I'm still growing. I'm still learning and I leave room to expand. Never get you back against the wall. Always get room to maneuver. So you don't trap yourself. And always stay within your means. Like me, I stay within my ballpark. I never argue with people. Only way I argue, I bring them down into my ballpark, then I chew them up. Never go fight them on their terms. He run all around you. So bring them into your ballpark, then chew them up. This is my ballpark. My grandmother died at 97. She was Hilu Kuholani. She was one of the best kahuna la'au lapau. My uncle and I we grew up with her because she doesn't spank. She always pili to her. We always with her. And she does all. And when she was old, I don't want to pick up all this medicine. She tell you, go here, get this, well, she treat the people too old, she cannot go. That's why I know about maybe 200-300 medicine just by looking. I know the name already. I know the purpose already. As you see here, we have 96 here. This is only about half of what I know. This is from below the road, not above the road, not in a mountain. This is just from below the road I pick up. It took me 3 hours to get all this together. And you see the implements. This old-fashioned, I copied this from, in a burial cave. We have 3 burial caves. That rock, they use that, they call that koa. Has more mana than the makali. This type of rock that you see over there, not a pounder. So they use the white rock, koa, means powerful. And when you pound, and they bought is similar like this but all rotten. When you pound in medicine, don't put the stone down on a floor or on a table. Always be clean, be nice, be respectful. Somebody watching you. And this is oil lamp. When I'm down and out, I light up a lamp. So lead up my life again. The ocean, the river, my icebox. I don't need the system. But the system need me. And you know the system is going down a tube. 20 years from now, let me tell you, always remember this, if you live that long, you cannot pay your doctor bill. Cheaper to die. 20 years from now, you rather die. We run after each other. My. Let's give a big hand.
My name is Kaipo, Kaneakua, and I have a history of ministers and healers in my family. I was given this teachings as much as all my sisters and brothers have given the same teaching. The problem about our teachings and everyone's teaching, it depends on each individual how they listen, how they witness. Yeah. In the Hawaiian teaching, we are told to be very observant in our eyes and to listen very carefully. And one thing they told us that we didn't figure out was, why couldn't we ask a question? You see, as we ask questions, we find when they teach us, the question that lies in us, they're coming to that part to teach us. So if we are so anxious to find out what's going on ahead of time, we won't know what's going on during that time. And when you look at those kind of things, in the Ho'oponopono, we have a lot of people go off from straight because they think that way. Instead of working day by day, or one thing at a time, they're not paying attention and they're looking towards the future most time. Say for instance, this is what I mean. When someone come up to me and give me an invitation for come to the luau next week, I'm going to tell that person to give me the ticket or the invitation during that time of the luau. The reason why we don't do those kind of things, because we don't put ourselves on hold. Any healer or any minister put themselves on a hold, and not a minister or a healer. God wants to use all of you, and the Spirit wants to use all of you right there and then. So there is a reason why the way we teach is, you must stay in the Spirit at all times. Because whether you come from wherever you come from, you don't know this, yeah? Every little stop sign, every little light confuses your mind. And that's what we look at. We don't want anything to bother us while we study. I was told many times not to look away from the teachings. Now when we go back into our sickness program and everything else, we look back, that's why the sickness come today. If we don't look back, the sickness would not come today. And that way our eyes and our mind would be much greater to see what we're heading for in the future. Yeah, many people like to think about the future. They put many things away on the side for save to buy this and that. That is good. But you know, all you have to do is just take your spirit away from you today or any moment. You are never going to know what's happening to the things that you save here. Yeah? But this is the way we keep our mind on our teachings. Clear your mind, let go tomorrow, let go yesterday, let go 5 minutes now. Let go everything. What I'm saying, I need all your eyes and all your ears here upon me so you can really grasp hold of this teaching. Yeah? The teaching is very simple. What made it hard for me was that I was so kalohe or hare to learn the way they wanted me to learn. I always was trying to get in there to find out before they find out, or trying to see if there's more. It took me a long time before I could produce all these things what they were talking about, you know. And there's so many things inside the world that the world offer us that we don't know about. So as I was growing up, I needed to make research. And you know, the Western concept of computer-wise things, it really helps you, yeah? So go in there and do it. But like I was saying, my kupunas were 16 different kupunas from all different families. That's why we call it teaching. The Ohana teaching means family teaching. Hawaiian healing is not all the same. It's the same thing as all the Indians up in the mainland and all over. If they were all called Indians, then they should be all the same. They're healing, but it's not the same, yeah? Don't let anybody tell you that Hawaiian healing is all the same. Hawaiian healing comes down to the same things, such as herbs. But methods in the hands are different, and methods in the spirits are much different. Many of us have been given different gifts in ourselves that comes from the spirit, yeah? So in the Hawaiian teaching, we don't use Hawaiian teachings, we use Ohana teachings. That's what we use, Ohana teachings. Hawaiian teaching is, there's no such thing as Hawaiian teaching, yeah? I know a German woman that teaches Hawaiian teachings. I know the Japanese teaching Olelo. So the book and the people today are looking at the, you know, a different way of things. Today our family all got together to share these things so we can keep up these things with ourselves and for our family and for everyone, yeah? But anyway, my dad, who is Joseph Kaneakua, Kealoha, come from Kauai Kapa'a. He is the family of the Cummins family. His mother is a Cummins, and his father is the Kaneakua. They're related to the Booth family from Louisiana also. All these generations came down, and they have these teachings inside of them. Like I say, my family is all ministers and healers in different ways. But you know, I'm looking at all of you, and I can see that all of you are anxious to learn how to heal things, anxious to learn how to help in many ways, yeah? That's all you need to have, just that look in concern, yeah? That concerned look shows me your intention inside there. My grandmother's side, who is Elizabeth Bartolome, Kailiponi family, Kahui. They come from the Big Island side. If you study the histories of the La'au Lapa'au, you would find that the Kehiki people from Morea side all came up to the big island and started off the La'o Lapa'au. That's where it started off from. From there, went down the chain. We had some people in our islands here that already knew this La'o Lapa'au, but not a lot of it. But the Kahiki people that came here taught a lot of it. And some of my teachings come from the Kahiki people when I was raised in Ka'a'ava. The place Ka'a'ava, a lot of people didn't realize what that place meant and why was it called that. That's where all the kava or the black ava came from. From there. That's the history in there. You have 18 different types of ava. Now listen to the word ava. The word ava is not just for the plant that you drink. You have the ava mele, ava puhi, ava lua. You have all the different avas, and they're all ginger plants. Yeah? But anyway, my grandmother took me out of the 5th grade school. And from that time on, I really didn't know how to spell. I really didn't know how to read. I really didn't know how to do arithmetic and all these kind of things. But I really knew how to speak the Oledo and do all the culture things that many people couldn't do. We were known, my father's side were known as boat and canoe builders. We built canoes. I helped my father then build canoes. I watched my number 3 grand uncle build this canoe. They taught me how to make the ads. They taught me what kind of la'au you use to make the ads. They taught you what kind of pohaku to make the blade. They taught you what kind of la'au to make the kaula. All that. And today, I'm teaching all those things in Maui. People are so, how they say, blown away when they come over there. Yeah. I also teach ka'ai weaving. If anybody familiar with ka'ai weaving is for the bones. Yeah. You weave it around the bones. There's a lot of things that I do inside the culture. But you know, it all came from learning about medicine and minerals. Once you learn about the plants and learn what the plants can really do for you, every day you would cry in joy, thanking the good spirit because he put this plant here for us. Yeah?